Foreign Affairs Cabinet Secretary Ambassador Amina Mohamed's candidature for the position of the chairperson of the African Union Commission appears to have been received positively by African leaders. President Uhuru Kenyatta separately held bilateral talks with 8 heads of state and government to drum up support for Ambassador Amina, and the leaders indicated their receptiveness to Kenya's candidature for the top post of the AU Commission. President Kenyatta met the leaders on the sidelines of the AU Extraordinary Summit on Maritime Security and Safety and Development in Africa in Lome, Togo.
On the margins of the Africa Union Extraordinary Summit on Maritime Security in Togo, President Uhuru Kenyatta was on a diplomatic charm offensive, drumming up support for Foreign Affairs Cabinet Secretary Amina Mohamed's bid for the AU chairmanship. President Kenyatta had side discussions with his counterparts from Togo, Mali, Guinea, Ghana, Ivory Coast, Congo-Brazzaville, Algeria and Chad, whose president Idris Deby is the current chair of the AU.
It's an election like any other election, and one needs to put energy commitment into it, and that's why there was a need to, even though we have written to heads of state and the president has already sent out these letters, it was important for him to have discussions with the leaders.
Ambassador Amina is the first woman to lead the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Kenya. She was elected president of UNCTAD 14 for the next 4 years, was the chairperson of the historic World Trade Organization 10th Ministerial Conference, and co-chairperson of the ministerial segment of the first TICAD summit to be held in Africa.
My credentials, and especially in building consensus and carrying out reforms. I think those are 2 critical areas where, I have worked very, very hard and have seen results.
The Foreign Affairs CS says she is vying for the position since it was time for Kenya to provide a candidate that would unite the continent.
Kenya is considered a good member of the African community of nations, and so there was a lot of receptiveness to our candidature.
On the 3rd of October, President Kenyatta nominated her for the position. The president is among other African leaders in the forum that will hold discussions with experts and leaders from the business world in order to establish a roadmap on maritime security in Africa and put in place an African strategy for protecting its seas and oceans.